And well, Joan Dixon, not doing too well at all. We're here and hope to be with you until 9 o'clock. If you look on your screen, there's a live goal there. We try to meet it every night so that we can keep going. All right. Trust you all had a great day. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. All my listeners. I miss you so much today. I miss you so much. Right. I had a bad. It was a rough day for me. But I'm here. Before I came on this evening, I saw a TVJ news suggesting that the parties, the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party, are in a statistical dead heat. Statistical dead heat. All right. Well, let me see if I can pull something up here and review this for you. Based on the information that Casey gave me, the Jamaica Labour Party are winning these seats comfortably. And one of the things you have to do, my friends, is to don't rely too much on traditional media these days. They'll mislead you. The Jamaica Labour Party are winning these seats. West Central St. Andrew, that's the Prime Minister's seat, safe JLP seat. St. Andrew North Eastern, North Central St. Andrew, St. Andrew West Central, St. Andrew West Rural, St. Andrew East Rural. Safe. West Kingston, St. Thomas Western, Portland Eastern, and Portland Western. St. Catherine Northeastern, St. Catherine West Central, St. Catherine South Central, and St. Catherine South Western. That's 15. Is there any comrade who can come up on this show right now and tell me which of the seats that I have called so far that the PNP is winning? Which of the 15 on this road to 32 that I have called so far that the PNP is winning? I'm not done yet. Clarendon Southeast, that's Pernell Charles. Clarendon Central, that's Fedamop Williams. Clarendon North Central, recent Blue Dot poll has Morgan up by 9 points. That's 18. So I'm waiting for the PNP to come up to tell me which of these seats are you winning. But we're not done yet. St. Anne, northeast. St. Anne, southwest. That's 20. What dead heat? Where's the dead heat? Which of these the PNP is winning? St. Elizabeth, northwestern. Caroline, thank you so much. St. Elizabeth, southwestern. St. Elizabeth, southeastern. We are at 23, and I'm still asking which of these is the PNP winning? But TVJ is reporting a dead heat. Give me a second. Give me a second. Trelawney South. Let's go over to St. James. St. James Central, Heroy Clark. St. James East Central, Edmund Bartlett. St. James Northwestern, the Security Minister Chang. St. James West Central, 28. So that's 28. So I don't know where the dead heat comes from. Based on Casey's forecast, and I checked this today with the Labour Party, sources within the Jamaica Labour Party. And they have told me that we're spot on in terms of the safe seats. Some of them safer than others, but the Labour Party starts the election with at least 28 seats they are not likely to lose. Even Mark Golding can admit to that. Because it's a numbers game. It is a numbers game. The race to 32 is not a feeling thing, It's a numbers game. Now, let's look, therefore, at the seats across the island that the PNP can lose. And we have only found 9. We have only found 9 that the PNP can lose. Southwest Clarendon, Luton Cousins. East Central St. Catherine. South St. Catherine. North Central St. Catherine. Western St. Andrew. South St. Andrew. Southwestern St. Andrew. Southeast St. Andrew. And East Kingston and Port Royal. Mansa Musa. Where are the others? Where are the others? Okay. So, tip top. Let's see. Top General Keith. I'm going to the notes, I'm even started and I'm not here. I can't stay here. Good night, sir. Good night. Good night. Good night. Let's go.
Neighbor, that one you fool, man. Hello.
I'm here. I'm listening, son. I'm hearing you. How are you?
Not too bad. But basically, I'm a JLP supporter. That one, exactly so we can't lose that one.
The third term is on, sir. The third term is on.
Yeah, man, because right now, I look say we get about 55 seats.
Well, your background is very, very noisy, though. I'm barely hearing you.
55 seats, me put it.
I'm barely hearing you, though.
Yeah, I said me put it at 55.
Okay.
Yeah, 55 seats for JLP.
It's your prediction. It's your prediction?
55 seats.
Okay. All right, sir. Your background is a little off for me, though. You hear? Please. I can't. It's irritating. Good night, sir. Good night, sir. Hello? Hello? All right. Let's go to Mansa Munsa. Who is that? Who is that, Mansa Munsa? I'll give you 1 minute. Mansa?
But good night.
Hello,
good night,
comrade.
Good
Hello,
night,
sir. How
neighbor.
are you?
Just add me because you put up 2 labor right and them not talk. So let me just come up. I wasn't gonna join until election night, but since you're on the prediction, I think I told you my prediction already.
No, these are KC's prediction.
Oh, that's Casey's prediction. All right. The PMP will keep all 14 seats.
I'm going to tell you maybe next week.
Okay.
My own view
Your
of
prediction.
the election result. Yes.
Okay.
Because remember
Right.
now, hold on, brother. Remember, after the election, we all have a life to live, no?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and you have to, but I'm going to tell you, and my figures have not changed in 1 year. I've assessed the elections, and they haven't changed. The figures that I have, no matter how I have crunched the numbers, I've not been able to make any adjustments to them, irrespective of what I've seen happening. Right. But in truth and in fact, comrade, what was the poll tonight saying?
No, I haven't seen it. I hear people talk. I haven't really seen to know what.
Yeah, I think Don Anderson put out that the parties are in a dead heat. You know, Mansa, that and I want you to be very rational and reasonable with me, because you have been with me since I've started. You are a fair man. If the parties are in a dead heat, let's say Anderson is correct, that's trouble for the PNP. The PNP can't win the election going in a dead heat with the Labour Party if you know numbers. No, man, be reasonable. If you are in a dead heat, remember it's the race to 32. You only have 14. How do you win with a dead heat?
Was it Dan Anderson who also said the voter turnout was going to be between 50 something percent?
I don't know what the voter turnout is going to be. I would want you to address. You have done numbers. You have done statistics.
I looked at the 2016 and 2020 numbers.
No, man. Let's start with the basic, because you don't want to confuse people. I'm saying to you that it's the race to 32. You need 32 seats to win. You only have 14, and your best pollster, the best pollster that you have, says you're dead even right now. How do you win? from that point?
We win with voters that haven't voted because I heard
then you are discrediting the polls then, Mansa.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in the polls.
So you are hold on. So you are saying then that you don't believe the Don Anderson poll?
No, I don't believe the Don Anderson poll.
Well, that's fantastic. That is just fantastic. To hear you say you're the sensiblest comrade I've ever spoken to. Let me tell you, I'd buy you a drink right now if I see you. If I what a man sensible. I'm trying to see if I can
God have mercy upon us.
He doesn't even believe it. Not even comrades believe Anderson. It is true.
There's a lot of factors that the pollsters are not taking consideration. Remember that we had demonstrations with the diaspora people from overseas. We don't know how many of them are still on the voters list. So if those people were so determined to demonstrate overseas, you don't know how many of them will fly in to vote. So you don't count that. Don Anderson, I don't think he even count that it was the lowest voter turnout in history the last time around. And the PNP, people who voted for PNP 2016, over 100,000 didn't vote for them in 2020. And Don Anderson, I don't think he considered that. So I don't put much weight in the poll. I think it's gonna be.
So you don't put much weight in polls generally.
Generally, not just Don Anderson poll. Polls in general. Because I think it's gonna be close to like a 58 to 60% voter turnout. That's what I think is gonna happen.
You are predicting 60%, Munsa?
Yeah, a 58 to 60% voter turnout. That's
a hell of an election, you know.
It's been overdue because we haven't had like one like that since the early 90s.
You are saying that the people who didn't get a chance to vote in COVID will be coming out to vote, eh?
They will be coming out. They will be coming out to vote.
How is interest in the election though? From your side, how is interest?
The interest is high, you know. Because when Andrew announced it, I was scrolling and on certain lives and I saw people saying they already buy a ticket for them and like 2 other person already. So
including yourself? Have you bought?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe last minute because I was just in Jamaica a couple months ago, so I don't know if I want to come back so early. So
why are comrades staying away from the polls? Why?
No, I'm not saying comrades. I'm saying me myself because I couldn't wait for Andrew to call it. Plus, I had a family emergency, so I had to come down. Before the time. If I didn't have that emergency, I had to come down. I would be coming down right now. But it's still a wait and see for me.
Have you been impressed? Have you been impressed with the party's campaign so far, sir, Mansa? Have you been impressed?
I've been very impressed with the what I see from the PNP, especially I didn't expect them to put out so many people for the nomination. So many people would go out because it's just a couple minutes to sign and stuff. So, but it was a lot of people. I was impressed by the crowds, and that's why I said the enthusiasm for the election is really high, and that's why I expect a really, really high voter turnout.
Yeah,
and normally
I don't know that. I don't know that. I think voter turnout maybe 40, 45 up to. I don't think it's gonna go over 50%.
I don't think so, neither. I think it's gonna be a lot more than that because a high voter turnout normally means that people are dissatisfied with the government, right?
There's something I'd like to point out to you though. and that is, what is called voter sentiments. And as I said, I think you're a fair man, which is why I'm talking to you. I don't see negative voter sentiments against the government. I don't see it, and I'm telling you the truth. What I see is a energized PNP challenging. Yes, mind you, they are challenging on false premises and lies, but I don't see voter sentiments against the government. In other words, you know how when a government is really going to lose, there is this almost chorus for change. There is no chorus for change in Jamaica.
Maybe you're not looking. You're not looking.
It is among comrades. It is among comrades. I'm not saying it's not among comrades.
It's among
and I think what I pick up among comrades is a dread that somehow they will have to be in opposition for five more years. But Mansa, you had power for 18 and a half years. And so if you stay in opposition for 15 years, that no nothing, man. That no nothing, stay there.
I don't see that happening, neighbor.
And then the other thing that I've been looking at is the cabinet. Where would the PNP get their cabinet from? They
have a shadow cabinet right now. It's the people that they have a shadow cabinet now. Those are the people that will be in the cabinet.
It's really a shadow. It's really a shadow. It's a shadow of a shadow. It's not a cabinet. It's not a shadow. No, it's not.
Let me respond to this.
Hold on. The PNP's shadow cabinet is very concerning, because I don't see their experience. And one other thing that I would ask you, and I would ask my listeners, how has the PNP shadow cabinet members distinguished themselves in the portfolios they have? How ready do you think they are? How ready? What policy have they put forward? Have they commented, chastised, criticized? I don't think so. I think it's a very weak shadow cabinet, and I think team for team, the Labour Party looks the better team. Don't you think so, sir?
I wouldn't think that. I'm looking at everything objectively. I told you I'm not a PNP member. After doing my research and looking at both parties, the PNP is the better party. Most of the agencies.
No. The PNP is no better party, sir. PNP is not no better party. No.
You said something earlier, neighbor. You said you don't see this chorus of people wanting a change. But I've seen that today. I was another live, and a young guy said that during the SOE, one of the SOE that Andrew put in, he was locked up for 20 months, no charge, and he said he remembers everything and he's definitely voting. He's never voted before. That's what he said. He's never voted before and he's definitely voting this time. And I think he said like another 6 or 7 of his friends who the same thing happened to them, they're definitely going to vote out. Andrew, today a PNP blogger made a video reminding people about.
Listen, man, I don't want to hear what going on in that program. I don't
know what you're saying. You haven't seen it, but no. I'm telling you, it's
so what? So what? You're gonna put my eyes in other people's. I say I have not seen it. I have not seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen? That's why I say maybe you haven't seen it, but it's out there.
No, sir, it's not there.
Remember, I said maybe you haven't seen it, but it's out there.
It is not there, sir.
And but PNP blogger.
The polls have not said it. It is not. There is no narrative in Jamaica today that suggests that the people of Jamaica wants to change this government. There is some amount of apathy and voter dissatisfaction. I grant you that. It is in every country at every time. The government is seeking an unprecedented third term. The government, sir, is on course to win a third consecutive term. Whether you like that or not, that is the sentiments of the Jamaican people. The Jamaican people are on course to give Andrew Holness his third consecutive term. And
That's
the
your
PNP,
opinion, neighbor. But
no,
I'm
it
telling
is
you
more
what's
than
out there, what I'm seeing on social media.
No, I am smart enough to understand, to read the politics and to tell the people the truth. The fact of the matter is that for the PNP to win this election, they would have had to discredit the government. They have not done that. What the PNP have done is tried to discredit the leader of the party. And that, sir, is going to backfire on election day. Remember me tell you that, Mansa Munsa. The discrediting of the government is the role of the opposition in an election. The PNP has not done that. What the PNP have done is they have created hype. They have tapped into the culture of the people, and quite frankly, I find it distasteful, if not deceptive.
But Andrew did the same thing with Clark's. He tapped into the culture. That's how he won the first election.
I don't know if he won it with Clark. He won it with,
he won it with Clark's.
You are admitting
that's how he won it.
You are admitting that the PNP is tapping into culture. Let me tell you something.
No, I'm doing a comparison of what you're saying the PNP is doing.
Many people will be afraid to say this. But the leader of the People's National Party, Mark Golding, is doing something that is very distasteful by behaving like one of we. Golding is not one of we in social class. You hear some? And you know that. Golding is a one of we. So his attempt to behave like one of we is a disgrace. And the people of Jamaica should not buy it, because it's not genuine. If you, sir, have to pretend to be accepted, you are not authentic. You should not have to pretend.
He looks authentic to me. His wife is black, a dark-skinned black
I don't
woman.
know, but I don't ask about his wife. I don't ask about his wife. I don't business with his wife.
It looks authentic to me. Both Siaga's wives were white.
Sir, do not introduce
and
race.
you guys accepted it.
I never introduced, no, Mr. Mansa, I never introduced
no,
race.
But,
to me, sir,
give me time to talk.
no, race don't, no, hold on, I will, listen. Do not introduce color. To do that.
He's not one of, he said he's not one of we. But Siaga wasn't
I never said anything about color. Because
you said he's acting like one of we. All right? Siaga wasn't even born in Jamaica, so he couldn't even act like one of we because he wasn't even born there. Right? But you guys accepted him as your leader.
You guys?
Yeah, the JLP supporters.
You guys?
Accepted. All right, let me rephrase it. The JLP supporters, they accepted Siaga for many years, for many decades as their leader, and he wasn't even born in Jamaica.
Here's what I'm saying to you. Mansa, I don't carry political feathers, and I don't like labels. I think that the Jamaica Labour Party is on course to win a third consecutive term.
And you're entitled to do that opinion, neighbor.
And the facts points to that. The facts points to that, including the poll that was released tonight. I am suggesting to you that if the poll is to be taken even slightly correct, it suggests a clear win for the government. Secondly, that for the PNP to win, they would have had to discredit the government. The government cannot be discredited. Have you read this book, sir? This book? Have you read it?
No, it's a book of pictures. Half of the book is about pictures.
And you put out.
You see the manifesto. Neighbor, let me ask you a question.
And you put out a book of pillow. Anyway,
let me ask you a question, neighbor. Where is the JLP manifesto?
Let me finish. Secondly, the party would have had to discredit the opposition, the government. It has not done so successfully, and it can't, because the record of the government stands solid. Thirdly, sir, it would have to present to the people of Jamaica alternative prescriptions that are better than the ones that are currently being pursued, and convince the Jamaican people, especially the undecided, that it could do a better job than the current government. Fourthly, that its record in
Can I say
government.
something, neighbor?
I have one more point.
Don't go
I have
fifthly.
one more point.
Don't go
One
fifthly.
more point.
Just say fourthly. Just tell me fourthly. Don't go fifthly.
Fourthly, no fifthly. No, I'm coming with a fifth. Fourthly, that its record in government, especially during the 18 and a half years, was abysmal, to the point where people in this society today are still hurting because of that poor performance in government. That's fourth. Fifthly,
No, but you say you're not going fifthly, neighbor.
oh, you can't take it.
No, you're being verbose.
No.
I'm not getting any time to talk.
Verbose? I am being verbose. Are you
Yeah.
trying to tell me that you can use big words?
No,
Are you
no,
trying to tell me
no.
that, right, sir?
No,
Verbose?
yeah, but you're not giving me. You reached fifthly now. You're not giving me any time to talk,
All right,
neighbor.
let's go to the PNP's shadow cabinet. The leader
Yeah,
of
I want to just jump off. I see I struck a nerve with people in the comments. They're saying take me down when I touched on Siaga not being born in Jamaica. So let me just say something before I go down.
Yes,
Have you seen the I think a PNP blogger, if you call himself a blogger at least, Aromatic, he reminded people of when the Jamaicans were going to school in Ukraine to become doctors. And the government refused to take them back. They offered them a loan to come back. And Mr. Golin paid their way back out of the war zone. And that video has gone viral. I think it's like 30,000 likes so far.
Send it to me.
No, it's an Aromatic platform.
Send it to me. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
And a lot of labor rights said. Like if you read the comments, people are saying they're labor rights, but they're embarrassed by this.
But I have to go now. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, neighbor.
Neighbor, I'm here, just give me a minute, okay?
So I will tell you that the Prime Minister, Holness, no matter what you hear them say out there, you hear he's on course to win a third term. Whether you want to your business that I am telling you what is at play in the country. Yes, I don't get paid to do this, so I don't have anything to lose. I want to be honest with my listeners, and I want them to be honest with me. The polls suggest it. That's the first thing. The polls suggest that the government is winning the elections. The very discredited polls are not even Anderson can give the PNP a clear lead. That should tell you something. If Anderson is reporting a statistical dead heat, the Labour Party is way ahead. Hear me tell you that. If Anderson is reporting a statistical dead heat, then the PNP cannot. That is clear. You must go where the facts take you. Okay? I teach them. Well, I tell them about creating an hypothesis. If you're going to win an argument, then your hypothesis has to be what you use to develop your argument towards a conclusion. And I could present the hypothesis to you, and prove it by reason that the Labour Party is winning the election. The PNP is not winning the election, sir. And there is no narrative on the island that suggests that the people of Jamaica is desirous of a change. And I did a program, where I explained to you demographic support for the party, for the Jamaica Labour Party. Demographic support. By the way, if you are in the diaspora or diaspora, if you are in the diaspora, I'd like to speak to you because I am putting together an initiative that I call the Get Out the Vote initiative. So that's the that's the Politics Plus Get Out the Vote initiative. Jamaica girl, do you have the number for the Politics Plus phone? I want the people in the diaspora to text me, and I will because we're going to launch that initiative. Well, let me not make any promise, but we are working on something that will get out the vote. Get out the vote. Get out the vote. If the votes are gotten out, then there is a possibility of a very good night for Belmont Road. A very, very good night. I can tell you that. But the people in the diaspora, you have a role to play. And if you can't come down, then call neighbor and let me work something out for you. So the polls suggest it. That is the first indication that there is a strong support in the poll. Remember, guys, the government is going for 3 terms. 3 terms. Okay, that's not an easy feat to achieve, And look at Holness. Holness on the ground, magical. Yeah. Yesterday, for example, he went to meet those 2 little boys. You know those 2 little boys that were crying? Yes, and the Prime Minister found the time. He found the time to go and look for those 2 little boys and lifted both of them in their hands. My goodness gracious me. My goodness gracious. This is some leader we have found here in Jamaica. I tell you this. I tell you this. The people of Jamaica are in no hurry. The people of Jamaica are in no hurry to get rid of this man. No hurry at all. And then the Prime Minister has strong support among the demographic. That's where he's going to win that's where he's winning the election. And it is not seen. I'm telling you, it is not seen. Right? Upper, middle class, masses, strong support there for the People's National Party. I don't know that they have much support along the lines of the middle class. I wish that my listeners would just be a little patient with me. I have a lot of notes to get through. Good night, Philippians. How are you?
Hi, neighbor. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night, everyone.
Hi.
I'm just saying
Great.
that the PNP, they have been campaigning for 4 years or maybe 4 decades. And Andrew Holness is going for the 3rd term and they're only a point ahead.
That's
It
what
seems ridiculous to me.
That's what
That's
Anderson
what
suggested on TVJ.
Shouldn't they be like 15 points ahead?
That's what Anderson is saying, that they are 1 point ahead.
That's what the poll is showing. Shouldn't
That's
they
what
be
was
like
reported. That's what was reported on TVJ tonight.
yes.
All right.
I think it was 1 point ahead.
And I'm
But
pointing
I'm
out.
thinking they should have should have mashed up the Labour Party now, since that the Labour Party is going for a 3rd term, and they have been campaigning for 40 decades, 4 years.
So the PNP is not 1 point ahead, Philippians, just to be statistically accurate. The poll is a statistical dead heat. Because if your margin of error is close to 3%, then you are not 1 point ahead. I wonder if Barry.
I have this person requesting Sir Bradshaw. Can I add him?
No, but you see, I need to finish the notes before I start taking up guests.
Okay,
you know.
okay, go ahead. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let me. Okay, listeners, do you want me to go to the guests or do you want me to complete the notes? Do you want me to complete the notes? Okay, let's go to Bradshaw. Let's take Bradshaw up, Philippians. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. Hi,
Yes.
Brad. Welcome.
Night. Never you could have finished your notes.
No, the notes are going to take an hour and a half, so I spend all the afternoon writing this, so I it's fine. I can take them all the time. What I'm pointing out, Bradshaw, is that there is no narrative in Jamaica that suggests that the government is losing this election. None.
Yeah. And Philippian was mentioned in the Dun and the poll. We call that poll like 3 weeks out. To say come this specific week you are going to see that poll where he's going to say it's a political deadline. So we call that long time.
He does it every time.
He does it every time.
So
we call that long time. So I don't want Labour to look at that and there is no
Bradshaw. No, Bradshaw. You are brighter than this. A statistical dead heat with
that's what I was coming to.
49 with an advantage of 49 seats. It shows you that you can win from there. You cannot win.
Yeah.
In a statistical dead heat, it means that you are.
Yeah.
Okay. In other words,
that's what I was going to say.
There's virtually no swing. So the PNP needs a swing. They need to be 7 points ahead.
Yeah, 6 at least. Yeah, man. That's what I was going to say. They don't look at it to say, they are saying we're trailing, because if Don Anderson, you mentioned it as well, if Don Anderson is reporting a statistical dead heat where he can't definitively say the PNP is ahead, they are in trouble, and the JLP is way ahead of them. Ahead of them.
Yes. This is the best news. Tonight's poll is the best news for Belmont Road. I can tell you that. Guys, this is the best news that could come out of TVJ. Because when Anderson cannot put the PNP 3 points ahead, not even 2 points ahead.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah.
And it's below 1 point. Philippines, it's 0.8, I think.
Yeah.
So that clearly paints the picture.
And remember, Bradshaw, that the same Anderson is giving the PNP a 2 point lead for the leader.
For the leader, yeah. So
yes. And in Jamaica, I can tell you hear what Mr. Warmington said? You vote for the leader.
Yes,
vote for the leader.
That is true. You vote for the leader.
You guys ahead, and you're in a statistical dead heat. Well, I would say that the Labour Party is on course for a very, very successful night.
And they just announced the next chapter, which will be happening Sunday in Sam Sharp Square. So that's something to look out for.
That's a mass meeting?
Yes. Yes. That's happening Sunday. It's dubbed the next chapter. So that's something I'm telling persons you need to pay attention to what will happen on Sunday.
It's called the next chapter.
The next chapter, yes, that's what it is called.
Labour Train March.
JLP mass meeting?
Yep. Sam Sharp Square this Sunday.
So I have this to say that all Labourites, we plan to vote by 1 p.m., right, on September 3rd. And when we vote, we're going to go into our vehicle and we're going to get other people to the polling station.
Yeah, man. First of all,
you
don't go to the polling station by yourself. That's rule number 1. You don't go by yourself. You have to grab your neighbor
early.
And go. You go early by 1 p.m. We're done.
Yes.
Yes.
By 1 p.m., we will finish voting. Yes. We should win the election by 1 p.m. Yeah.
No, well,
All right. Bye, neighbor. I'm getting off now.
okay, fantastic, great. Well, take care of yourself. Let me see who else is on. Scratchy's here. Oh, Scratchy's here. All right, he's gonna be staying with us all night, and let's just see who is here again. Peter 13. All right. So let's talk to the listeners. Paul. Listeners, let's talk to the listeners. Good night, Scratchy. How are you, sir?
Blessed night, neighbor. I'm good. Good night, Bradshaw. Good night to the viewers and everyone. Bless up to Gina. Enough love.
Yeah. Well, Scratchy, the listeners want me to take the callers. Let's hear what the callers have to say. The dash with the notes tonight. We get back to the notes at some other time. Anyway, guys, I wanted to tell you that there are really 5 areas that I've looked at that suggest that the PNP not going to win this election. I don't think they can win it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I have been trying to be non-partisan. I've been trying to, stay level. I've been really trying, but I've looked at the information that Casey has given to me, and I see Casey giving me 20. I called Casey again today. Well, Casey called me, and Casey actually called me today to say, neighbor, I have good news. He's going to be coming on tomorrow. Better news than he gave me last night. And I've always asked him to do the work properly, yes, so that I can present the facts to the listeners. And what he has said to me, neighbor, the Labour Party is winning the election. The Labour Party is winning the election. I mean, comrades' hearts can be broken all they want to break. They should be broken. Their hearts should be broken, because I tell you this, it would be a travesty, and I've said this last night, it would be a travesty if the PNP win this election on their current election performance. I listened to Crawford again today to find some semblance of substance in him. As I listened to the Minister of Education, Dana Morris Dixon, at the People's National Party, at the JTA conference over there that is happening. And I listened to the minister presenting to the teachers. And in my mind, I go back to Crawford and I said, well, could this be Crawford? What would Crawford be up here on the stage saying? Giving jokes to the teachers?
Late but me reach.
The JTA? I don't know. I think that,
me reach. Late but me reach.
No, we are a very unserious bunch of people. And it would be a travesty if the PNP should have triumphed in this election based on how they are campaigning, because they are campaigning on nothing but hype. As a matter of fact, it is a profound disappointment that a political organization of the magnitude of the People's National Party is conducting themselves in this way, because all they have done is looked at the Jamaican. As a matter of fact, they don't even respect, I tell you. They are not showing sufficient respect to the Jamaican people. As a matter of fact, I'm saying that repeated. My God, my mind. Hold on. As a matter of fact, the Jamaican people should find it insultive. You should find it insultive that in 2025, a political organization can only present to you comedy. Feel good. Yes? Wants you to feel good. And you must feel good sufficient to put them in power. And then what happened for 5 years? No, come on. Go ahead, sir.
Neighbor, the People's National Party, neighbor, has presented us with a slate of candidates who should be at the local government level. It is a total embarrassment and disrespect to the nation to present these people, neighbor, to come in our central government and go overseas and lobby on behalf of Jamaicans and represent us as Jamaicans. It is a total disgrace. These people don't already, neighbor. These people cannot be matched to the caliber that Mr. Michael and Jonas have behind. When you look at the wonderful work.
But this is not PJ Patterson's party. This is not Michael, not even Portia party. This, you see, I am looking forward to the debates to see if there is any substance left, because, as I said, it would be a travesty. It would be a profound travesty if they should triumph on this farce, because what we have here is a farce. It's not real, and the Jamaican people, quite frankly, deserves better. They deserve better. And you know, there is a way in which the PNP have tried to set the agenda, and I'm so happy that the Labour Party have not really responded, but have maintained their strategy, because the PNP really wanted to drag them into a dogfight. Yes, and the party would have resisted it. Well, we commend the party for that, but it really would be a travesty. It would be a travesty. Stability and growth, strengthening the workforce, supporting low income, skills training for a brighter future, sustainable fiscal management. If I had time, I would explain these pillars, not the pillows that the PNP came up with. The pillars on which the Labour Party is pressing forward for a third term. And as I've said to my listeners, in all reasonableness, I think they deserve serious consideration as you go to the polls on September 3. Let us see if we have any listeners wanting to come up to talk to us. You have to share your views with us and see if they align with us. Whether you are from the PNP or from the JLP, we welcome your views here on Politics Plus. Good evening to you, sir. We have Sir Bradshaw with us from G2K, and we have Scratchy co-hosting with us tonight. The Jamaica, good evening. You are loading, means that your internet is very, very bad. And so let's go back to the line here and see who we have. We had Jackie Love. Jackie Love, Jamaica, the Jamaica, you here? Hello? Good night. All right. Jackie? No? Take her down for me. Scratchy. Okay. Good night. Eva bless.
Good night.
Fantastic. Good night. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Southern St. James. I'm from St. James, and last night they were asking about the seat in Southern St. James. However, I have this to say: PNP have this seat of
hold on. Yeah, that's Homer Davis, eh?
Yes. PNP have this seat for 40 years. 40 years, and nothing they have done for us here in Southern St. James. Nothing. Now, Mr. D come in, we see water. He fix road. And when I said 40 years, I don't mean all my life then. Let me put it like that. All my life. It was Mr. Kelly who owned that seat. And nothing PNP done here for us. Nothing. When I said nothing. We never have road. We don't have water. We don't have nothing in Southern St. James. Now, Mr. Davis come in. He give us water. He's fixing the road. He helped us here. And if Jamaican people really vote for the PNP or give them back this seat, they don't want nothing good in life. I'm telling you, nothing good they don't want in life. Because all my life, we don't have water. Road no good. And listen, I am a laborer. My father is a PNP. Let me tell you this, from Betheltown, Westmoreland. And me not choose PNP because they are not good. And I will not vote for PNP. And we are not voting for PNP in Southern St. James. I'm telling you. We need this seat to come back to Omar Davis need his second term. Homer need his second to keep and continue to do what he is doing. And Mr. Holness is doing a great job.
But why are you concerned, Doma? Why are you concerned?
I'm concerned, you know why? Because I notice people keep on coming, Andrew is not doing anything. And I'm seeing the work. I am seeing the work. Truly, when I went in town, like in Montego Bay town, and I see the building, and I see, you see, if people don't want to work, sir, I them don't want to work. I'm telling you, they are the one. I just believe, say, I don't know what's wrong with these people because work is here in Jamaica, but them just don't want to work. I don't want handout. And you can't just go pick food and them look at something there. Because at the end of the day, Jamaica, if you put in a PMP on, we are going to get checked. I'm telling my father that. And in
hold on, man. I didn't hear what you said.
I told my father that, and he cannot vote. Because he's a Dayaki PMP. I told him.
If you put in a PNP hand, you're going to get what?
We going to get checked.
Check?
Maybe I'm running away.
No, I want to understand. When you say sheg, what is sheg?
Listen, because I noticed that every campaign they are campaigning, they are said fire and blood and fire, because I noticed this be a war thing with the PMP. And I never, my mother is a Labourite anyway, and her vote was in Bethelton, and I moved that vote to come to South. I make sure I move the vote to bring her here in Southern St. James.
But you sound anxious and you sound concerned.
Yes, I'm so concerned. Yeah, because listen, man, I'm concerned about the leadership of Jamaica. But because I know that Mr. Holness have this, but I still know that there are some people who are yachted and they are not choosing Jamaica. But you have some wise one who definitely are going to choose Jamaica. But you have some non-do-it because they are the yachted, them just not change.
Yes, ma'am. And you know, ma'am, would you switch? Would you switch, ma'am?
I would never. Under this life, no. I will never vote for the PMP. No.
Well, But then, ma'am, you have to understand that in the same way that you will never become anything that
I will never vote for the PMP, but if time comes, my leader is working, and if he's not working, I wouldn't vote, but I'm not going to give PMP my vote.
Well, we understand.
Do you understand that?
I'm saying to you, ma'am, that in a democracy, there are two sides, and there are people who will say to you that they'll never be Labourites either. That is going to be there. That is fine why,
with me.
Fine with you. That is why, you see, the performance of the government is what should drive people to support them.
And they are working. That's what I said.
If the government did not perform, don't vote for them.
That's what I just said to you.
I asked my people, the people listening to this program, to look at this book. Ma'am.
I have that book.
Yes, and be fear. Look at this book. Read it through and ask yourself, are these things true?
That is it.
And if they are true, then you had a damn good government.
That's what I said. That's the reason why I said if they don't work, I won't vote for them, but I'm not going to vote for PMP. That is it. But they are working.
You know, ma'am, one of the things I've looked at over the last couple of days is whether or not Jamaicans understand what a good government is about.
I don't think so.
I wonder whether or not, because I don't think that there are any comparisons. No. Because who do you compare this government with? This government, and you know, ma'am, the story is not told, you know, and I blame the Labour Party a little bit for this. The story is not told because part of the narrative is what you inherited. If you want to know how well this government has done, look at the country in 2016.
I do not think the PMP look at the country. They don't. What they are looking at, because I listen to them, what they are looking at, even when they are talking about is 28 bank accounts. I have 6 bank accounts and I'm not a government. I have 6. And every time they are talking about it, they don't remember about PJ Patterson. They don't remember about none of those politicians before Andrew, but everything they are just campaigning on this account. Andrew is in parliament over 20 years. So if he has a little bit of money, he worked for it. But they are not thinking every time they are talking about he's a thief, he robbed this, and they have no proof but what they hold.
Yes, ma'am. And I will add this, ma'am, that when the history of Jamaica is written, Holness will be right up there as a transformational leader.
I know that.
Holness good, ma'am.
Sorry,
Holness good, in terms of leadership for Jamaica. Holness is the very best, But he's kind of an unassuming man, very humble man.
Yes.
But I can tell you something. He has done a hell of a job over this last 9 years.
I know.
Hell of a job, ma'am.
He's doing a good job. That is the reason why I'm voting.
Yeah,
and believe me, I am going to vote very early.
Quite deserving of this third term, ma'am. He is quite deserving. If the people of Jamaica gives it to him, he would be very deserving of it.
About 12 of us in our yard, and we have voted before 1 o'clock. And everybody.
I rate him, ma'am. I rate him.
I love him. I love him.
You love him?
Wow. Yes.
Are you Sugar Plum? Is the girl them Sugar Plum?
I loved him, and I love Mr. Omar Davis because he looked out for us in Southern St. James. And that is the fact, and that is the truth.
The Southern St. James seat remains a battleground. We have it forecast very close. But listen to Casey tomorrow. I maybe, as a matter of fact, why not let's send Casey down to Southern St. James? Listeners, can one of you sponsor that? Let's send Casey down. Ma'am, we're gonna think about it. You hear?
Yes, because we have listen, Sunday. I would like him to come down here because remember we are got some Shark Square Sunday. I will be there with my crew.
At 10,000 gas to check just to try take down them, ma'am. 10,000 for the gas and juice and water and lunch. So it's gonna cost us 30,000 to turn. To do the work. Yeah. Anyway, ma'am, thank you so much.
You can take me down. Thank you very much, Scratchy, Brad Shark, and all of you guys.
Ever bless, ever bless.
Patrick?
Yes.
Good night, sir.
Lift your voice
man.
and come.
Yeah, man. That lady there, one genuine lady, man, with us don't talk, man. She make me feel good a while ago. She know everything that she talking about.
You like her, sir?
Yes, man. She genuine. Me can feel it. She come into me like how me feel about Burger. When you say him deserve the third term, him don't deserve it. Him have it and him going to get it. It's belong to him.
One of the things you learn in political campaigning, though, your sister, is that you never become complacent. You never do that, sir. So you win when you put your vote in the box. You don't win by chat. And those of you who are overseas, you don't win by chat. I'm asking you to call Politics Plus, send us some information because we want to partner with you on a Get Out the Vote campaign. My team is working on it. We'll tell you when it comes around, okay? Especially in the battleground constituencies. Where are you calling from, sir?
Toll gate.
Oh, you are in Don.